Friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day everyone. Welcome once again to our daily Bible study through the YouTube of the Balbido Evangelistic Ministry. Today there are 3 questions we have to answer. The first question is this: can you describe and explain the significance of Christ's spiritual death on the cross? Okay. The spiritual death of Christ was the judgment for the sins of the whole world. Since the penalty of sin for man was spiritual death, Christ must pay the penalty with his spiritual death. Psalms 22, verses 2 to 3. The intense suffering of his spiritual death on the cross is amplified as Christ's shrieking is followed by another cry, very likely one that others could not hear. While Jesus was bearing the sins of the world, even though he was the high priest forever, after the order or pattern of Melchizedek, his prayers could not be heard. Why? Because he was taking your place and mine. He was providing salvation for you and for me. Separated from God by sin, the human race was under the condemnation of spiritual death. Jesus Christ was taking our place, the place of separation, that he might bring us to God. Psalms 22, verse 6. The next question: why did Christ's physical death follow his spiritual death on the cross? The answer is this: physical death is not the penalty of sin. Adam died physically 930 years after he sinned. Therefore, the physical death of Christ was not the payment for sin. Physical death is a result of spiritual death. Thus, Christ's physical death followed the spiritual death on the cross. Romans 5:12, Psalms 22, verse 6. The third question: did Christ rise bodily from the grave? The answer is: the greatest issue this world has ever known is, did this Jesus who died on the cross rise from the dead? The salvation of the human race depends on the answer. The Word of God settles it once and for all. Yes, he did, literally and physically. Luke 24:39. His work on the cross was vindicated in the eyes of the Father by his resurrection.